Hopefully the stream is set up. Everything's okay. All right. Okay, hello and welcome everyone. My name is Rilko, also call me Rilks, and I will be showcasing the true ending any percent route glitchless for Wooden Ocean. Before I start, this route was um, set up by yeah, that was cool. Okay, cool. Now I know for a fact that the stream's working. Anyways, yeah, so I'm doing the true ending any percent glitchless for Wooden Ocean. This route was I'd worked on it with another Discord member named Abok. Um, there were certain problems that I couldn't figure out, and then I reached out to another really good Woshin player named Aaron Star, and for the most part we had come to similar conclusions, but like the bottlenecks that I was not able to figure out a solution for, he just already had. And so we already had like a run planned. And then what had happened was that Leaf then updated the game, and then Lost Arsenal was added to the game, and you'll see very soon how that completely changes how this run looks. Anyways, just to start out, I should probably explain what's going on with this run as well. So the rules for the run are you essentially want to beat the Jealous Artist. Oh, what's up, Mansion? Yo, homie, thank you. The way that the run ends up working is you're gonna want to defeat the Jealous Artist, which makes sense. And there's a lot of like tricks that you kind of end up using along the way. To start out with the run, you want to use Dark. The reason for this is because some of the encounters that you end up finding can kill this run very quickly. You've also might have noticed that I've not started the timer yet. This is because the timer begins when you take full control of the party. Yo, what's up, Inland? Yeah, you'll see in just about a second. But essentially, let me just figure out which challenge I want. I end up picking Metal as well. I'll explain why that's important later on. But for the majority of the run, you're not actually using any skills or anything. You're just defaulting to bomb spam. There's a version of this route which doesn't have bomb spam, which is still in development, but this is, for all intents and purposes, the definitive like glitchless any percent route. There's a lot of things that need to be modified, but I'm hoping that this will be fun. But yeah, anyways, moving on. Let's see, Alex's element. So right here, I'm going to want to choose something that increases... yeah, exactly, bombs. Thing I want to choose with Alex is something that's going to increase his dexterity and luck. It doesn't really matter... Oh, there you go, yeah, win. It doesn't really matter too much what it is. There was like a sort of... There's a choice you can make at the very beginning where if you want to use smokes on Alex, it doesn't actually end up being really important. You'll basically see in a second why that's the case. Or rather, you'll see far later into the run. Anyways. And so, yeah. When I gain control of the party, the run begins. So this is going to hopefully be more of a chill speedrun. I'm not stressing too much since there's not really much that has to happen at this point. Well, right now there's nobody besides I think Aerostar has made a attempt at this run so far. So it's basically free pickings for anybody who wants to do. And I was like, yeah, this would be pretty fun to do. Anyways, so what happens is that you want to go to the northern, the temple, and right here there's a really interesting secret passage that a lot of people don't know about. We're gonna skip what that letter says. It basically says you don't want to go in there. And this battle ends up being really easy. You just basically bomb spam. And there's a reason for why you do this in just a second. Or rather, it will be clear in just a second. And right now I got really good RNG because that usually takes about 5 bombs. And so like that, we immediately get to level 17. and we basically skipped the early part, the process for like leveling in the early game. So we pick up a demon staff. So I don't need to pick up those items necessarily, but it's just nice to have for what's about to happen later, which will be going to the catacombs. Yeah, okay. So yes, go through here, enter the catacombs. So the nice thing is that when you skip the prologue and chapter 1, this is already done for you. The only thing I have to really worry about at this point is running into some enemies. That doesn't really end up being a problem, because I do have 1 or 2 bombs. I do want to avoid as many encounters as possible, though. Once I go into the lower catacombs, there's going to be some ghosts that are going to try to attack me. Maybe they try to attack me here, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, at this point they're afraid of me. So keep on going down. There's actually still a bug in this part of the game where if you try to go back, the twins will be like, oh, actually, like, can we like get out first? And it's like, oh, that's interesting. Anyways, so yeah, yeah, this is the beginning part of the game, and I guess for those who are just tuning in just now, yeah, spoilers. What is happening? What is happening about now is, yeah, so that at this point in the game, if you like didn't decide to go to the left, you'll have missed this portion of the game. You eventually have to get here anyways if you want to get the true ending. I just pinged this now for like later. Now what we're going to want to do is talk to POB. Just follow, yeah, just this path up here. You have to do this first. When I first attempted this run a while ago, I was running into a mistake where I tried to get the shard first and then come to him, but it doesn't work out like that, unfortunately. Yeah. I'm not sure if OBS is picking up right now, but I'm like mashing. Oh, there we go. I'm mashing enter and W or enter and Z as I'm doing all that. I hope I have enough bombs to like go through this encounter, because it's gonna be. It won't be bad. It's just be a little trickier if you can't do that. Okay, cool. Okay, I'm in the clear. I have literally the exact amount. Let's freaking go. It's always so funny to me how like the best way to play this game is just using bomb spam. I think on like the Discord too, somebody was like saying that they reached like about 1 billion with bombs, and it's like that's like kind of wild. For reference, in my playthrough, I don't think I ever got to like the billions with bomb damage. Though, I guess if I wanted to do a build, I could, but that would take a while. Yeah, some of the Woshin Discord people are definitely grinders in this game. Cool. And so we get that puzzle piece, and this resolves the R when NA true. Monsters bleed teams red. I've always enjoyed that reference of that sort of being on the nose. Anyways, so yeah, now what we're gonna want to do is, I think we head to our ghost town. No, okay. We go back to Northern Caddis because now we want to get to level 20, because that's the threshold we have to reach to get certain really important talents. So, yeah. We're gonna want to. I'm gonna want to get a few extra bombs as well. I almost forgot about that. That would have not been good. It doesn't matter at this point how many I get. I just need more than like 5 or 6, since we're gonna go through the mines. And for those who are watching as well, if you're trying to start like a new game and you're curious as to how you can level up really quickly at the very beginning, this route that I'm using right now really helps. I'm also gonna want to avoid Roland. That's gonna be a required interaction that you won't be able to get out of if you run into him by accident. But yes, there's not so much in this part. Now I'm just trying to think what I have to. If there's anything that I'm like that can potentially bring this run, stop it on its tracks. I pinged this just in case. It doesn't matter if I do this earlier or later. But yeah, I'm wondering. I don't think at this point in this run there's anything bad that can happen. So I should be in the clear. No, no, Jahan time doesn't actually happen in this run, unfortunately. When I messed up doing this run originally, I did have to go to Jahan, but nah, I wish though. It's really funny because I'm pretty sure Leaf, the developer, ended up buffing some of the enemies in there because way back I have like a hidden video that showed how to get to level 19 really quickly, which this method actually ends up being faster, which Aaron started help find, and some of the other people in the Discord. And is it this one? Nope, not this one. Sake, I was confusing my different approaches. That's really funny. No, because like I completely feel you, Inland. Yeah, so you want to end up going here. That was used for another version of the run where we had to get the puzzle piece from right there, but doing the catacombs and POB earlier, the way that the routing set up, that actually ends up just being way faster. So I was just confusing my routes there. Which, okay, cool. Like that, we get to level 20. We don't actually need this boat earlier, but I get it just in case because it makes a... at the point of no return, it makes it a little bit... that encounter a little bit easier, but you'll see... I'll bring that up again once we get there. Okay, so... now that we have that figured out, now we're going to just want to go back. The interesting thing about this game is that like when you're first playing it, it is like super overwhelming and a lot of the parts are difficult because it is just a difficult game. For reference, for those who are just tuning in now, I'm playing on Romantic because I'm just trying to get through this game as quickly as possible. But even on Romantic, you'll find that this game is not necessarily a cakewalk. But yeah, there's a lot of ways to really break this game if you get into like the thick of it. So I'm gonna want to go to the Ghost Town. And so, interesting thing is that when you skip the prologue, your Ghost Town, for whatever reason, like the crystal coin to it is activated, but going back for whatever reason is disabled. Not sure if that's a developer oversight, but it ends up really proving to be really useful for the run. So I get these, and so you'll see for a second. So what I did right there was I increased my tech level because my ship right now is not available, but I want it to be set up. This completely bypasses the need for any scientists for this run. So I just put as many ghosts as possible. 2. And I want to just do 1 upgrade. At this point, it doesn't really end up mattering how much money you have, because we're about to get an insane amount of money soon. So I'm going to end up TPing back. Okay, epic. Let's see. Yeah, the mining camp. All right, epic. Cool. So what's going to happen now is I'm going to try to go to the... I'm going to go to the Divine Tower, but I'm not going to actually do the Divine Tower. The reason for this is that right now, when we don't have like the means to do that, I could go to the right. That is like a strategy, but right now I'm aiming to be consistent. And so if I were to go right at this point, there's a chance that I can run into some enemies and that could wipe me in this run. And I haven't saved yet, so that'd be really bad. But I go east twice and then north once, I believe. Okay, yeah. Yep, okay, I think I know where I'm at. Trying to, yeah, okay. We don't end up needing that crystal. So again, I could have gone the other route, but that route can be really tricky with the RNG because a bunch of ghosts can swarm you. For those who've played this part of the game, at least in my experience, you can very, very easily get wiped here if you're not careful. Because there's also just a lot of enemies around here. So yeah, ends up becoming a lot more safe, which is nice. Ooh, okay. So, let's see. Smash Z and enter at this point of the run. There's not really much you have to do. The old man calls you jealous at this point in the game, and I always wondered if that's supposed to be like a reference to the jealous artist that you meet later. Not sure. Something for the lore heads to figure out. Anyways, you get this crystal for later. We don't want to go inside just yet, because that's a pretty long cutscene, but we will get to it later. There was a theory crafted part just above there in that area I just ended up skipping. There's a spirit check, which you can get through in there's a lot of different ways where you can end up cheesing it. But I remember originally when we were first like trying to develop this run, we were wondering if that would prove to be useful, and ultimately it's not really worth it, is the conclusion that we came to. But it was an interesting thing that was, being thought of at the point when this run was really at its like infancy. So a mistake I made when I first did this run was like go into that building. It actually turns out to be a lot slower if you do that, because for whatever reason it gives you a dialogue option. It gives you a dialogue option that you don't get if you just come back later after visiting Wooden Edge, which is where we're going to right now. If you're doing this run yourself, a tip is that if you just hug along this edge of the road, Wooden Edge. True. If you hug along this edge of the road, you can avoid basically any encounters, including the old man, I'm pretty sure. The gambling addict dude. Or whatever, the debtor, whatever his name is. I think he's actually just a merchant. Yeah, that guy. If you don't end up talking to him, you can't do the Valdez stuff, but that actually ends up being useful because there's currently, I guess it's a bug where if you don't talk to him, the crystal ends up being activated for whatever reason, which is a little interesting. Yet if I don't do POB now. Okay, yeah. So yeah, this is the part of the run where I can just kind of chill and just hold right. There's nothing I really have to do here. Yeah, okay. Cool. Nice. I am gonna end up saving just in case for insurance. Actually, I'm not gonna do that, because if I do that, it actually ends up disabling the crystal. The crystal right there isn't activated, but for whatever reason, when you don't save, when you come back, if you've like wiped after a save, it won't. It'll stay disabled. What's the challenge for this run? Beating the game. Yeah, what's up, Nathan? Been a minute. Yeah, this is literally just like a walking simulator. For reference, for those who are just tuning in, Memes currently holds a record for the any percent route. Completely destroyed my record, which is fun. That's what speedrunning is about. It's a very, very good run. Definitely recommend checking it out. But, oh my gosh, yeah. Just walking. Say banger. Yo, what's up, Nurul? Gosh. Yeah, so this part of the run I'm just holding W. It's a nice point where I can just try and kind of chill. Genuinely Frosian time. Geez, I forget how like long it takes to like go to the geese. So right now we're getting a set of developer items that the developer, from my understanding, when we like go into the code, added just because he was just drunk one day. And so funnily enough, he added it like however many years ago. There was this guy on like the Steam forums named Geese. And so he had asked some questions, and I guess like the guy's name was on the developer's mind, and so he ended up making the 3 geese items, which end up becoming genuinely the most crucial part for this run. Okay, so the rule here I have to do is follow along the edge. It's also worth noting that the frozen ocean is not Euclidean, so yeah, pseudo geese 1, that's 1. I need 2. Walking ocean through. Okay, this is my second. And so now, yeah. I just need those keys. Those also give you money, but we're not gonna need them. So because it's not non-Euclidean, if I try to go back the way I did, it's not gonna actually return me to the steps. What I have to do is, so for one, the reason why we're in this edge is for insurance, because a lot of the ghosts here outspeed you very, very, very quickly. And if I successfully run away from them, my screen goes completely black and I can't see what's happening. Right now, it's just a bug in this game. This part of the game is, from my understanding, very old. But it seems like I've gotten really, really lucky, and I don't have any ghost encounters. Really hoping. Yeah, it's a really strange place, memes. And for that reason, it's like terrifying to run. I'm gonna be so real with you, Nathan. I don't even know. I remember doing it the other day, and I was like, I just like, well, for one, I've beaten like New Game Plus like a million times. So once I get to a point in New Game where I'm like comfortable, then it's fine. I feel like I don't remember it taking this long to go through the frozen ocean. But at some point, I'll end up reaching the steps. I wonder if it's like a variability thing where it's like it just depends how long it takes. Oh, yo, what's up? What's poppin'? Dude, yo, memes, did this take as long as it did for you? Or rather, did it take this long? I don't remember. This is so strange to me. I don't think I've ever gotten this bad RNG for it. Did that you go east? I'm so certain that it's like... Jeez, okay. This is taking really, really long. Roshan Simulator. It's non-Euclidean. It's like, it's weirdly set up. Yeah, this is very strange. One down, right three. Okay. That's what was going on. Okay. This explains it. Okay, I went back, which is not... It's a little bad, but that's okay. 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 One down, right three. Cool. Let's see if this... Thanks, memes. Wondering why I was taking so long. Okay, yeah, I think we're at the spot now. That was about like a minute or two off, but that's fine. Ends up being a really long run anyways, so. This next one it. Hoping it is. Okay. Not for real. Alright, let's go. Okay. We made it out alive. So yeah, it's non-Euclidean. You can get stuck in there for a very, very long time. Yeah, that's the math behind it. And so the fun thing that happens as a result of this too is that we get this snow filter added for the rest of the game. So it's just a nice little thing that's added. Cool. Now we talk to these guys. Yeah. So we talk to the Poet of Blood. Yeah. Oh, I didn't know that's what caused it. I just thought it was like literally random. Well, that's good to know. Also, apologies for not talking a lot right now. I'm just performing the fastest smashing of Z and Enter as possible. Okay, let's go. It is also pronounced Bobadope, right? I always feel like I'm confused about how her name's supposed to be pronounced. It just reminded me of like a specific. There was a specific meme of like, what's the quadrants of like, has had sex, doesn't know what sex is, and it's like the golem like has had sex, but doesn't know what it is, and Violet was like, has had it, but uh, knows what it is, but hasn't had it. Yeah, it is kind of glitchless. If you're thinking of the what's it called? The map itself in Frozen Ocean, even though it's coded weirdly, it's not necessarily a glitch. It's just a weird like feature of the game. The nice thing is that we're a third of the way done with this run. I think the only thing I need to do now is sell the bombs, do the geese, and then I'm done. Or sell the geese and purchase the bombs. So we're almost there. It's really nice. Okay. True. Literally. All right, let's freaking go. Yeah, so if we followed the old dude back to the wooden edge, that crystal wouldn't have been activated. But now we go to this crystal. Over here, we sell all the geese. Oh, there it is. Okay. We sell the geese and just buy as many as we can. And now with this, we can basically beat the game. So now the run ends up being really chill after this. Now this is the point of the run where I think I'm fairly comfortable with everything. Before there was like a skip that we discovered, and it's like you didn't have to actually like use your ship, but after like seeing the amount of like RNG and like the run-ins that you could potentially have in that route, we ended up opting for this instead. So like, yeah, when I originally did the ghost ship stuff earlier in this run, now it makes this available. We're still trying to figure out what's the best timing for it, but this is definitely just significantly faster than going through Blue Heart, because you also have to get like the key and everything for it from Shoals. It ends up becoming like a big mess. This is just significantly easier. Let's see. Yeah, okay. There's also like I think somebody, I forget how, so the person that's in the house that we see in the like as we go down to the right, her name's Diane, I believe, and I forget what her lore significance is, because she definitely has some sort of like relation to the poetry of bronze. I forget if like people believe that she is the poet of bronze, but she definitely has all the puzzle pieces and she'll sell you them. But oh, okay, I missed one small part. Cool. This is what I get for now looking at my notes. Is there a crystal by the poetry of bronze? Yeah, there is. Okay, but I'll do that later. I have to go back now. So what I just missed just now was I forgot to activate the divine tower. That was supposed to where I was going to. That's fine. This is definitely salvageable. It's not that much of a time loss. Like what, a minute or two? Nice, okay. Cool. All right. Felt like I was missing something. Okay, good catch on me. Okay, cool. Okay, let's see. All right, okay. We're in the clear now. So, let's see. All right, just smash and Z and enter. Right, gotta lock it. So the Divine Tower isn't... I guess one of the things that confuses me about the Divine Tower is that it's... Is it supposed to be in like inside the wooden ocean itself? Or is it just kind of like a thing that they have there to like get connected to all the different like sectors? It's the kind of thing that kind of... It's like one of the things I'm always like confused about. The one time in the game where it shows narration. There was a time where if you mash through all of this dialogue quickly, it would completely soft lock you. Because Alex wouldn't get there in time. It's also snowing indoors, which is a nice little effect. It's a nice little character development moment. At least when I was playing the game in my first playthrough, I was like, oh, this is sweet. Because otherwise, like, prior to this point, Violet's not really, like, a very kind person. Which is really funny because in the scene right after, they just... they make her trip on acid and she has, like, a bad trip, so... Yep, that's a demon guy for later. Cool. Okay. I wonder if Leaf made the song himself or if it's part of the assets. I always thought the Divine Tower was a sort of like an embassy where people could hang out and visit the sector but not worry about interacting with the non-educated. Yeah, that's probably what it is, in all honesty. Because that would make sense that they would have like certain sort of embassy area, like you were saying, like certain embassy areas where you can sort of chill out if you're educated. There is that makes sense to me. Oh yeah, this is before the what's it called? Oh, that specific scene. It makes a lot more sense now, given the context that you meet the dead succubus at the end of the Jealous Artist ending. But before that ending had been released, we never see who that person was that taught her magic. So that was an interesting thing to see, like, see that update come live. And I remember, like, talking to someone about, like, before the game was big, like, oh, like, this is definitely the person who taught Violet. And, like, if we ever see a flashback, like, it'll probably be the succubus. And then we saw it, and I was like, let's freaking go. Good. God, I love Roland. Sorry, ask about Roland. No problem. That's so funny to me. This is even funnier if you end up doing the what's it called? Once Amelia, like if you're at the point of the game and trying to do the poetry of Rust ending where you try to like right before you fight the angel guarding Marcus in the poetry of Rust's like temple. Once Amelia's confessed that she no longer like feels the effects of the potions. That my headcanon is that she just like does it to like like kind of mess with Roland. Oh, that's the wrong TP. That's so funny to me. Okay, let's fix that. Let's see. Ghost Town. Epic. Alright, yeah, okay. Now we're good. Now we're cooking. Run is back. Go to the ghost ship. I've got to go. Oh, yo, thank you. Have a good one, memes. Thank you for also helping me with that part of the run. I completely forgot you have to go down one. Press swell and catch ya. Let's see. So now the run is basically smooth sailing from here. Anybody who's done like multiple new games will be familiar with this part of the run. It's not really too hard. All you really end up doing is you just go through the Shoal stuff, and if you're even lucky, Shoal can actually end up becoming he can basically do all of the fights for you. Cool. We just go down here. The fact that we have a million giant lightning bombs makes this run a lot more easier. Okay. Let's see. North Caddis. Did I not? Oh, I didn't. Oh, that's rough. I'm throwing. Okay, that's fine. Okay, we're game. Aaron, we are not gaming. I just missed the. I just missed the Divine Tower. I forgot to do that part. Oh man, that's so funny to me. Guidance opposing? Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I was thinking. Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Aaron. I completely forgot to do the Divine Tower. The actual like quest to. Yeah, it's so tragic. It's okay. I'll just rename the stream the True Ending. No, no. I can teleport. I got the shit. I just did the sequence a little weirdly. That's all. It's okay. You know, nobody's put this run on speedrun.com, so technically this is still world record until Aaron Star decides to put on their run. So I'm chilling. This is still world record pace. Yeah, see, I'm literally chilling. Okay, let's see. Oh, that's so funny to me. That's literally so funny. All right, cool. We're back now. Okay, now no more problems. That's also true. Well, that's why I opted to just like, you know, you don't have to put on the splits. It's like the secret that they don't tell you. I don't know. I kind of made like two bad mistakes already, but that's a hope. Yeah, right there. That's chill. God, I love lightning bombs. Oh, that was a little spike there. Okay. What's the path in here? The path in is yeah, because I had a panic attack mid run because of that. Yeah, no, literally. It's really stressful. Especially if you're doing like new splits for the first time, you always forget. No, I feel that because it's like the opposite for me right now. For my first half hour is a little rough. But we're getting through it. So if you run into less fights in the Poetry of Law, you probably have it. Maybe, we'll see. My early game run, I'm feeling the full brunt of not having practiced this run prior and doing this kind of like first try, so we'll see. Splits when I get good at this run, which this is probably not going to be the last time I stream it, so when I think about it, there's not really much of a reason to stress about it. So I always love this part of the game, because like Roland's literally just trying, like he's just genuinely trying to do his job. For whatever reason, it's like a dimensional demon comes to like attack him. Which, if you activate the Divine Tower, hold on, I'll leave that down in a second. Yeah, okay, cool. Not that hard. Which is really funny because he ends up in the afterlife in like the hotel. When you beat the Poetry of Rust, so it implies that he ends up dying anyways, even after you helped him, which I think is really funny. Like bro literally can't catch a break. Cool. Let's get to me teleport us. I think there's only like 2 unique teleports in the game. I think it's specifically Stroll uses one if you meet him and you put in the code. If you go past Blue Heart. All the poor, overworked hotel goons trying to handle violent own. True. Older Blood is still my favorite. Yeah, he's a great guy. Definitely like captures that like eccentric like dude really well. They're such a strange couple. Where is this? Okay, cool. Now we're back. I think I'm like 90% sure I can do like less than an hour and 10 minutes. Especially since I don't have to like do the blue heart stuff. It's fine. Especially if I don't have to do the blue heart stuff, I'm fine. UOB is chill. Oh, hey, Kobold. Yes, the pot breaker guy. I forgot about that. That was the second one I was thinking of. Shell has like a weird like wee one in that one. It's like the poison debuff, I believe. Also here are the splits. Oh, are they updated for doing the Demon Door too? Speedrunning is like 10 times more fun when you don't have to worry about splits. But also, that's probably a sign that I've not ran the game enough if I'm not like comfortable doing all the splits. But I digress. Who cares? I feel that. What's nice is that I'm still probably going to get sub an hour 30. Which is honestly the goal. I made lanterns, all lanterns, I made chests, you're a witch, you're the reason. I don't know, I only care about split. Honestly, that's kind of real. They do have a lot of meme potential. I wish... Lamau. Yay. That's the hope. It depends if, assuming I don't get anything bad happen, assuming nothing wrong happens in the poetry of law, I should be fine. I feel like you have about 20 minutes of cutscenes, but your mashing is better than mine. Maybe. I try. Is it better? It definitely is the kind of like the type of thing that can give you like, what's it called again? Where like, oh, I like did not see that go. Okay, cool. I'm swerving. Let's freaking go. Tendonitis, I think. Ah, okay. I gamed too close to the sun. It's bound to happen. Smitten for my hubris. Okay. Cool. Alright. Now we're back. Is that tragic? Oh, that's interesting tech. What I did there was actually skip my golem's turn. Honestly. Yeah, Ghost Road and Divine Tower monster dodging is probably the spookiest thing to optimize. Because Neo Ghost's just invisible. Yeah, that's a difficult thing about this part of the game. I mean, in general, this game is like really dark. But specifically in Ghost Road, it's really hard to see where they're coming from. I wonder if there's like a gamma setting I can change so that like the game's just permanently like a flashbang. Alright, epic. Oh. Course, fix you all up. This is also, I believe, the point where forgive me, Mesra. Wormgirl believes that this demon was referencing Violet as Mesra, and I kind of agree. I'm of that opinion, though it's controversial. I originally, when I first played the game, thought it was like he's saying sorry to like Mesra, like thinking out loud, but that wouldn't really make sense. It just gives you a puzzle piece. Craziest part too is that puzzle pieces only sell for like about 2k, yet they cost like 250k. Same thing with demon shards. Cost 750k to purchase, 5k to sell. So tragic. Now we enter Flavor Town. Epic. Alright, this is a point in the game I'm really comfortable with. This isn't too bad. Sub 1 hour is definitely possible. I'm definitely of the belief sub 1 hour is. It's definitely within reason. Orphasia. Famous slaver. I don't care, just cook. I always wonder if like flavor just has like a very thick Italian accent. That's always how I envisioned him. Cool. Alright, let's go up here. Just runs into Roland a million times. Big R. I know a lot of lore. I still don't really necessarily understand like the differences between R, RUR, and UR. Well, actually, that's a lie. I do kind of understand it, but it still confuses me, is what I'm trying to say. Italians do have no sense of right or wrong. Can I get every... You know, Nathan, I could do that for you. I could. But you're going to have to give me a sub. Which, I'm not currently partnered, so you can't do that. But you can make it happen somehow. And you're right, Kobold. Italians do have no sense of right or wrong. Can I have an Italian in the chat confirm this? I feel... Oh, she can go. Sorry, when I think of the Steve Blum thing, I think of that Gianni voice, which is like, I love a woman that can just like kill me. Hilarious. I'm gonna spot you, halal. All right, word. Say less. Sounds good. No, Violet, that's a minor. Anyways, it is a little strange that she is talking to. That being said, it is actually very strange that she, like, nobody can really make of what Simon's like role is in the story right now. An offer I know you can't resist, real. All time play. Yeah, no, genuinely. What's wrong with me? What is wrong with us? What's wrong with her? Bounty of 100 condensed reality shards for anybody who can figure out what Simon's role in the story is. Okay, cool. All right. Now we go to Simon. This one right here. You know, there's that unspoken like stream debuff while you're like, you'll be sitting on those shards until the heat of the... True. Poor dude's just trying to do his job here. Yeah, no, Simon's definitely not within my lifetime. I don't think his role in the story is going to be explained, which is fine, but that's also very funny to me. Honestly, like, we're not wrong about it. I wonder if anybody's ever like actually sold their scapula key. I personally wondered. So there was a point in the game where, from my understanding, the developer has like since scrapped it, where there were demons would have like these sorts of like fetishes, which is like it's still in the game in like the ice cavern. You can still encounter like the dolls and everything, where they do unspeakable things with those dolls. And I wonder if these Simon like sort of replicas were meant to sort of like follow on that storyline. Um, but I'm pretty sure Leaf has since then, the developer has since then decided to drop that sort of part of the story. Since if you go into the game files, there's still like one specific reference to all of that, where like Marcus and like the Angel have like a little bit more of like a dubious relationship, but it's no longer that at all in the game. But I wonder where all of these like mannequins of young Simon, what that's what they're supposed to represent. Just seeing. God, I have no idea what the Simon bodies are for. Yeah, no, I agree. Literally. Oh, yep, that's Marcus. I think it's really funny that I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be like Marcus who like comes down and casts that threat spell on you. That he just like he ends up just like in a suit and tie and everything from like the Marcus that we see at the very end of the game with his like blue hair and everything. YouTube and Hulu too. I'll wake up. Oh, running. Cool. I always think I could never I think somebody once referred to like that face as like the I choose to believe this is how bodies are stored for the rest of the hotel. That's an interesting idea. That they have like a specific like yeah, like the bodies that they give to like the ghosts and everything. That's a solid idea. And that poor skeleton just had their actual body placed in the wrong weird room of bodies. Alright, Alex, I'm gonna go to dinner, but I'll be back if you're still streaming. Yo, catch you, Nathan. Glad you stopped by. Show them why your sector's dangerous. This part of the run is a little scary because you can get really unlucky. Because there's currently a bug in the game, which, from my understanding, doesn't have a fix, where you can accidentally, it just won't register the first instance of damage. Not very epic. But that's only if you're really unlucky. It's interesting. I wonder if that was supposed to be like a mannequin or something, like an actor. Like in the Ghost, or rather TV Lawyers, like one of his goons. Wow, that was fast. Cool, okay. I was terrified for like half a second. I was like, is it over? Alright, we're chilling. Phantom damage bug was invented by... True. I believe it was made by Big Spirit to sort of combat the Wolfshinners like move towards bombing everything. Yeah, I think the Big Spirit is to blame. My friends, I thought you had them. The children. Thousands. They have nothing to say. Wild. I do really like also the music at this point in the game. Friends. Let's see. I choose to believe the angels speak like that because like they've not interacted with anybody in like years. Though it makes me wonder why they can TV lawyer can survive while they're around. But I suppose in the story it's implied that lawyers have that sort of capacity to be by angels. This is historic. It's just goated line. I'm gonna where's she gonna go? You know, that's a thing I never understood. Credits music. I like the horns in this. That's neat. I also never understood what this like montage was supposed to be, because like, oh, is that the abstract that Jahan's talking to? I wonder. Like, who's that person? Jeez. Oh, yeah, Simon entering the temple. Or rather, being outside of it. That's some sort of significance, definitely, to Simon. The whole poetry of rest stuff. Okay. Actually, also, this is the third teleport. Just realized. Yeah, Shoal, Popbreaker, and this one. Is it downstairs or is it upstairs? Oh, yeah, it's downstairs. Cool. Still snowing, by the way. There's a very specific quest you can find in this game, which is like one of the more like genuinely one of the most like normal and wholesome quests in the game, where you can find a ghost. I think it's like below Flavor's restaurant, uh, and he'll talk to Alex and Amelia and be like, it's like really not. Oh, he finds out it's really unfair that he's been doing like his ghost stuff for like the past like however many years, and he hasn't gotten a body yet. And Alex is like, wait, really? Like I'll talk, like I know somebody on the inside I can talk to you about it. And so then you talk to Leda, and like that's just the whole quest where like Alex reports it, and yeah, you don't get anything for it either. So it's a really nice like little neat stowing inside immersion ruin. True. Game's unplayable. George Carlin and Wotion. Didn't know. The reason that he actually killed me. I think it's really funny that like all it takes to like kill yeah, that quest is sick. Love that quest. What's it called? I think one of the really funny things is that it just took one threat spell to like destroy Violet to what's it called, to kill off Violet. That's really funny to me. Let's do this. Okay. Nice. Alright, let's see. What's going on next? Okay. So, I'm gonna finally go back to the ship. Wait, what do I do at this point? No, okay. Yeah, I go to the ship. Cannon thread power. It's the Leaf's way of suggesting that it's like the currently the most broken. I wouldn't say actually broken, but it's definitely the most powerful element in the game. Lore accurate thread spell. Alright. This is a nice part of the run where you can just kind of chill out. You just hold right and then you're chilling. Or at least I've never had any problems at this point in the run. Let's keep on going right. So I've yet to actually, like on a normal playthrough, go through all the strongholds. I know it's really useful. I remember Star saying how it helps a lot with dealing with like the really high tech level in Infinite Nightmare, which I'll probably do at some point. It'll likely be useful. Yeah, I think this is the one. Alright, cool. Cool. Alright, nice. I don't need that, I think. Yeah, I'm chilling. Now we talk to these guys. I feel like I only see that exclamation point. That exclamation point, like, emote, like, only like 2 or 3 times in the game. Do that. Funny. If I'm not wrong, can somebody in chat confirm that's like one of the radiation effects, right? Or is that like mass paralysis? Lore accurate paralysis. It's a very humanizing moment where it's like he's also POB is also curious how the Symphony of Carbon are like. I think Leaf made an effort to avoid using default RPG Maker emotes things when he could. That's fair. Be sub 1 hour 10 minutes. It's possible. You know what this is? A demonic shard, precisely. Those class, they're useless. Which still snowing inside. I wonder if that's just sort of like a thing that happens when you go to the Roshan. It's like the rest of your playthrough, even when you like come back during a save. To earn no caddis. Leaf needs to make a what's it called? Yeah, LASIK. He needs to make LASIK reversible, since I imagine there's a lot of interesting lore stuff there. Or rather, there should be. Is there now? Yeah, anyways. So, yes, it's sure we double checked. Interesting to me. Or, I mean, we can just. Yes, ma'am. What's interesting is that it shows an angel there, but then it shows the jealous artist and TV lawyer here. So I'm not sure what that's meant to imply. Maybe it's just as simple as like, I'm not sure if that means to suggest that like an angel is involved, but I don't think that's the case, or that's what they're going for. Maybe it's that they're keeping tabs on TV lawyer and the jealous artist stuff, but very unclear to me. The end portal. I also wonder what's the lore behind the puppet, because they never really. They just kind of explain it as like something that they have, you know? I imagine it wouldn't be too hard to like recreate something like Violet, but there's definitely some sort of like something going on there. In Demon Door 8. Part of the rules. I think that line's also a reference to one of the books you can read in game, which is like the facts of facts and knowledge of the world. But I don't think there's a specific rule on like needing to fight demon doors, which I think adds to the ridiculous nature of it. Don't break for anyone. Okay, actually, sub 1 hour 15 might be possible. Nice. Cool. No one is. Maybe Puppet is a jealous artist avatar. That could be it. That's really funny to me. It's like he tries to recreate Violet, and it's just like a really like a significantly worse version. I kind of like that interpretation. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's murder. When I first did it, that jump scared me, and I was very afraid. We can go. Nice. Okay. Light work. And so I'm gonna leave the building and come back in. The reason for that is your speed is basically nerfed, or rather significantly reduced, and for whatever reason I think that's a reference to a person in the Steve. I think Star was talking to me about this earlier, where it's like it was a reference to a person who was really upset that once you entered that door, you couldn't really go back. and so Leaf immortalize that individual. All right, yeah, cool. Now I'm normal speed by making it so that you could leave that door, which is a fun little silly addition, I think. Definitely helps with the speedrun. So finally, when I was doing like attempts at this run like a while back, like the original version, when I got here, I wasn't sure how to like fix the speed thing because I remember in my original playthrough, it wasn't a problem. But yeah, it was nice to find out that it was. Stir's been trying to type out his messages. It hasn't been going. No, that's so tragic. Stir, I'm so sorry. It's so that's so tragic. You got filtered out by the algorithm. Mole shows up. I love this little dude. Chris BTY is like what alerted Stir to this game. He posted a big long post about how he got how owned he got on something awful, iconic. Honestly, we have to thank him for like I mean, without Stir, like this run wouldn't be possible. So we honestly have a lot to thank from Chris BTY. Punished by the algorithm. Punish Star. He has some like past life sins that just went he was having too good of a time. Okay, I tried to finesse something there but it didn't work out. Okay, the 1 hour mark. 1 hour mark. So up 120 maybe. Oh, this could be really annoying. Star definitely should be able to. It's so strange to me. I'll look into that after the stream. I wonder if Star accidentally got himself like shadow banned. Be very funny to me. Okay, goes down. Wonder what's causing that level discrepancy. That shouldn't be happening at this point of the game. Interesting. It's probably also why Wormgirl learned about the game too. Oh, interesting. She posts in the... Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. It truly is the OG. Here you have to be careful. And make sure you have a bow equipped because the demon doors, the guy after this guy, we're about to fight in the memory extractor scene, resist slash damage. So if you have a bow for some reason that like circumvents that resist. Oh, that's unlucky. Should probably heal that off before I go to the next scene, but who cares? Cool. He seems pretty quiet. That's interesting. I've never been into the Something Awful forums. Are they as, you know, the name describes, are they something awful? So many Poet of Battles. Being careful and having a bow equipped is good advice for the whole game, no matter what, really. Yeah. Bow is definitely the best item in the game, by far. Or rather, I think it's like I think that and maybe Spear, probably the best two weapons in the game. I think a bow only run would be very, very fun. Let's see. Feels like this is only temporary anyways. Focus on the pillar. Alright, sick. Yeah, they're fine. Heavily moderated forms are rarity in social media days, and I like that. Real. You found like any really interesting game from there? Mansion, if you're looking at this, I'm sorry. I remember you posted something about bright lights. The whole memory extractor sequence plus what's after is the first thing I saw of Ocean directly. Oh, interesting. Honestly, like spoils a lot of it, but it's honestly a pretty good introduction of it. Or rather, pretty good introduction to Ocean. I think Super Eye Patch Wolf had like made a comment where it's like, spoilers don't 100% matter. I kind of get that. So earlier, if you saw me, why I ended up choosing Dark, this is why. Without the Dark Resist, or rather the natural Dark Resist, you can very easily lose this battle. But this is the worst luck I've gotten on it so far. Violet usually never loses this much HP. Yeah, managed to spoil everything, but also nothing basically. Yeah. 3. Damn, I'm taking a lot of damage right now. A little scary. Going for like something Evangelion like, I think, with this. Wonder if that was the inspiration. Like this sort of like gentle R.I.P. show. Homie was a real one. Yeah, for anyone who's curious, it's also intentional for you to like, if you game over at this point in the game, you also game over. It will send you back like at the back of the screen, the starting screen rather. And so that's a deliberate choice by Leaf, the developer, to do that. It's meant to make sure that you're like truly ready. Also, there goes Shoal again. That's so tragic. The battle also helps because it gives me a natural resistance to the slash, I believe. So it helps ensure that Violet is unkillable in like this whole sort of cutscene. I do kind of wonder if it would have been cool if like you could have taken control of Violet at this point in the game. She had some sort of like unique moves. But honestly, I'm fine with where it is. I guess it's also quite thematic in the sense that she's not really, you're no longer really in control of her, and neither her herself. R.I.P. Shoal. Maybe sub 15 is possible. Poet of Pain. Wonder what the Poet of Pain is supposed to represent. Whole deal. Sick. Oh, that's a third exclamation point. I think that's a third at least. In romantic element spells on Shoal and Peace. Shoal and Peace is pretty funny. Pretty sick. Using romantic element spells on Turbo Violet. F in the chat for Shoal. Honestly, yeah. F no, not F Shoal. New crack theory, Poet of Pain made Shoal. You know, I think you're cooking with that. As to how much you're cooking is unclear. But needless to say, you are cooking. No competition for her. To be safe. Stay out of yours. Yeah. So when I first played this game, I didn't understand this cutscene at all. I'm like 90% sure this is supposed to be the beach. And after Wormgirl's video, I'm geeking out. I'm geeking on the ghost potion. Ingredients are in the pot. The burner may or may not be on. Surely something edible will be made. This theory. But yeah, like I was saying, this scene, I didn't know that it was meant to be the jealous artist that's sort of like taking over the whole beach. Yeah, this is definitely the beach. Isn't this Lasik? Nah. Nah, I'm pretty sure it's the beach. Unless that was supposed to be a meme. I didn't see that. It's a talent. The talent like acceptance scene. I think Sir cracked this open in the editor at some point. The beach that makes you old. True. And it's just labeled beach or something. Okay. Our Heaven, The Beach, Wooden Ocean, North Street, Pluto, Boiler Street, Moon City, Moon Harp, Poetry of Paint, Fire Bridge, and Morrison. I wonder if you're able to go to all of those. We can definitely go to some of them. Also, I'm just like looking over at my stream right now. So glad Mansion made that edit. Genuinely hilarious. I don't remember the credit the other people who made that piece of art. It is very iconic. Text scroll, like in Minecraft. You beat the end? Insane. Up here, my sister-in-law is waiting for you. Who is that talking to Violet? I didn't understand that part. I could be very wrong, but I'm pretty sure the only other point here to this music is never leave them. I think at the very, because they'll never leave you. At the very end, when you're playing as young Violet, I could be wrong. You're finally awake, huh? Done. Turns back on. So yeah, now it's kind of smooth sailing, which is pretty nice. Good luck, sir. Same. Poetry of law. Like always. No idea what's going on. It's the Ken form. Okay. There are the puppets, which you can't actually interact with. Those has always confused me. Can't wait for the timer. It's so tense. Yeah. Yeah. True. It's definitely going to be sub 130, which is nice. If I didn't make mistakes, I think I could have gotten to sub 110. But that's for next stream. Let's see. Me when the artist is violent. True. I didn't think of it that way. Okay, this is the one part of the run where I can actually like really mess up badly if I'm not careful. And that's just because I forgot the setup of like where all the talents are. Let's see. Well, the idea like I'll hold on and say it until Phil just comes by. Kind of a hard as hell line. Oh. Interesting. Canonically, again, threat spells are the strongest in the game. Lore accurate unexist. Which is very strange because in the actual battle she doesn't use any threat spell. You are not romantic. Lore heads have been trying to figure out what that means for eons. Or however long the unofficial Discord has been up. The Wooden Ocean. Sleeping in a hotel. I agree with Warmer Girl's take that it's nice when we see moments of Emilia behaving like a. I don't want to like call it like a normal person, but when she is sincere. Violet is not beating the unromantic allegations. I completely agree with you. Nag in these trying times. Also missing link. Contributor. Contributor? Yeah, contributor extraordinaire. I forgot how to use words. Tell you everything once it's over. Alex, I trust you. This is a very sweet interaction. I think this was honestly one of my favorite points of the game. Even though I didn't really understand that portion when Violet's saying that she had a feeling all this was not real from the beginning. But maybe that's just my take. I know other people feel differently about that. I feel like that was a sudden way for her to like accept that like the life that she was living was not real. That's just me. Okay. I really should save just in case like I mess up here. But I just won't mess up. And it'll be fine. Okay. What do I want to do here? Right? You know what? You know what? I'm gonna go for it. If I mess up, I mess up. Not that one. Yeah, okay, cool. Fine. I think endurance is the one I want. I think she could stand to display a few more explicit instances of breaking character or something for that line to feel better. Yeah, I feel that too. I feel like it would definitely help her with her character. Bombardier, we want this. Pumps are broken. Now we're cooking. Cool. I want the Vine Golem. That's what I want. Yeah. Doesn't really matter which one I get here. Which one? Yeah, this is fine. I think I have one more talent. Let's take. Nope, I don't. Okay, that's the exact amount I need, which is very helpful. And so, with that, we win the game basically. Watch out, he's watch out, he's cooking. I try. Consider myself a chef, definitely. I imagine if you're playing this game and never got to like the potent metal, this is a very like bizarre interaction. Okay. All right. Epic. Do I need anything else? I don't think I do. I'll save just in case, but I'm pretty sure Star and I figured out that it's like you don't actually need any of that. At this point, the game's just easy. I don't think it's going to be sub 1 hour 30 like I wanted it to, but that's fine. This is still like a 40-hour game beaten like, what, an hour and a half? It's pretty solid. And that's like with a lot of mistakes and everything, so this is definitely going to be improved on, I imagine, a lot. That's going to be fun. What's the pathing? Yeah, down here. I do like that he made it a little bit more maze-like when you come back to this place. Quite nice. Cool. Sometimes I get really unlucky and it begins to go up and that becomes an unavoidable fight. Yeah, okay. Cool. For me. Alright. My pathing's good. Super fast. Yeah, I agree. Mine was 45 hours. Yeah, exactly. Like when you're playing it, like I got really lucky and I found the bomb spam stuff like I think right after finding my town. And so I was very fortunate to beat the game in like 28 hours, which I know is not the norm. I was also playing on hard, so that like I know some of the people in like the Discord uh have like crazy times like for their first playthrough, like 28 hours on like Infinite Nightmare, and it's like damn, some gamers. It's so funny to me. I like this scene a lot because I feel like TV lawyer's super spiteful. This is supposed to be an ambush. Used to listen. With strong words. Strong ones are dead. Gamers. I agree. Well, can we get sub 130? We'll see. He's salty. Yeah, he is like incredibly salty. If only Star was here to join us in this fine occasion, in this fine day. The algorithm has had other plans for him. Really funny to me that we're finally at the end. All this metaphysical shit is. Yeah. Gets blinked out of his existence. Thinking everyone in the party is just no nonsense. Like, let's just let everything not bother talking about it too much. Yeah. It is a little bit like uh it breaks the immersion ever so slightly, but this game, like, if you're playing the like Wooden Ocean, you're not necessarily playing for the immersion, you know? Okay, I'm gonna save just in case because I'm paranoid. This is definitely gonna be sub 1 hour 30, which is nice. Before, I think when I did this run, like with the blue heart and everything, and I had to like think really, really hard. And I also didn't make a mistake on the frozen ocean. It was 3 artist best. But honestly, if you are that strong enough to like destroy everything in your way, maybe you also would want to if you made it here. It's not gonna ruin your experience. Yeah, yeah. I agree. For like any new viewers, if you like haven't beat the game or anything, I don't think this is gonna really ruin everything. You won't even understand what's super going on. It's fine. I could just get really unlucky here if he decides to like use an attack move, which I don't think he will. Yeah, okay. Like that. Alright. And so the timer stops the moment we get out of this battle. Oh, that's so epic. Alright. And that's Wooden Ocean. Done in less than 1 hour and 30 minutes. Technically less than 1 hour and 25 minutes. With a lot of things that have to be optimized. I think if I'm reflecting on everything, definitely shouldn't have forgotten about the frozen ocean stuff. Definitely shouldn't have shouldn't have taken so long with the Divine Tower. But yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with this. This was sort of a proof of concept. Timer, I hardly know her. Link, I appreciate you. Easy sub 130 pog. Let's freaking go. Thank you for everybody who is here to enjoy this live, by the way. Woo. It means a lot. But yeah, for anybody who's interested in doing this run themselves, this is how it looks. There's a few things that have to be fixed. I'll probably put in the description below what were some of the steps. I ended up actually not using my references because I can't really describe it, but like the way the stream's set up, I can't actually see it, so I had to do this from memory, which is why I messed up. But that's okay. I still got a sub 1 hour 30 minutes, which is nice. Man, streaming's stressful. Sure, it gets easier. But yeah, I'm hoping to do more of these. Probably planning on doing the Infinite Nightmare stuff. I think the plan I have for Wooden Ocean, say I'm really interested in doing a lot of challenge runs. At some point I also have to probably get to the Cosmic Color, which is where a lot of the super boss stuff happens. I might get to that eventually. Um, but it's not really my priority since I think super boss stuff is fun. Um, but I feel like there's a lot more inventive stuff you can do with like getting to the jealous artist. Like for instance, I think one of the runs I want to do, and I'll keep the stream going for like a few more minutes. I can say this, but one of the runs I think I'm really interested in doing is an Infinite Nightmare run, but with only magic spells. Which is definitely not going to be easy, given that that's another resource that you have to do. And at least in Infinite Nightmare, some of the best sort of ways you can deal with that is through like weapon skills. So I thought that would be interesting, like a mana only. You also like I also wouldn't use staffs, so like I'm not allowed to do anything that's a lot. I'm not allowed to use anything that'll increase my mana. That just made it even harder. But yeah, that's about it. And thank you for watching. This was a wild ride, and I hope to see you again soon. Catch y'all.